All right, guys, product review time. This product right here is absolutely, one of a kind. PSO-RITE makes this. You guys can see it. They're like little, it looks like a back of a crocodile. And it just hits the spinalis, the spinal erectors, the paraspinals, the multifidi. This thing, you can start with either side. I found that starting here was a little bit easier, a little bit more advanced starting here. So I'm gonna start here, all right, and show you guys on this from this side view what this thing does and what it can do for you. All right, so I'm gonna find my sacrum, line that up, and all I'm gonna do is let my back, it's gonna feel like you're having a bit of an exorcism here, and you're probably not gonna be able to just lay right back into it, but just give it time. Let your head fall back. You can already see my legs are not relaxed, so I'm gonna extend them long. And oh my god, if you guys have ever laid on a foam roller, this is like laying on a foam roller, but times 10. You're not only getting, you're pushed in the reverse position of what we spend all day in, getting thoracic extension, getting that diaphragm reset. It's really easy to reset the breath here because it has to work really hard to come up to breathe here whenever this piece is in this position. And again, it's all the way down into my sacrum. You can bring the feet up to that eagle position. Allow the hips to open. And I'll probably stay right here for about 4 to 7 minutes. And squeeze the heels together. A little activation. And release. The reason why I like this so much is that now you do need to be careful from that lateral motion. It could dig into the TVP. But now I'm gonna move up my back, maybe 3-4 vertebrae. And oh my god. Poof. Just like the best feeling in the world. Like there's never been a masseuse that could get that deep into my actual paraspinals, and I can facilitate it, but I about break my thumbs every time. PSO-RITE, thank you so much for creating and bringing this product into the metaverse and into our homes of increase. We greatly thank you and appreciate you for your ingenuity, your creativity, and your execution on this product. It can save lives, it can transform lives. What I wanted to do last time was actually level this up. So this is another thing that you can do. I'm gonna go with like a 30-pound dead ball and add a little bit of weight to it so I can get some mobility in. What's up?
Can I ask you how you do that? I've never seen that before. I'm trying to figure out how that works.
Yeah, this is for your lower lumbar spine and your thoracic spine. So you just lay on it You don't have to do anything to it. You just make sure that you get it in a proper position. You can start down with your sacrum. I was just getting ready to work up my spine and do some mobility, almost like a crunch. And you just can do that, or you can just lay there and breathe for like 4 to 7 minutes. And it'll release all the tension in your upper back, mid back, and lower back.
So it gives you a good stretch then on that.
Amazing. Have you ever laid on a foam roller?
Yeah.
Similar, but way better. It's intense. If you have a lot of tension or low back pain, it's going to be intense at first. So you kind of have to be gentle working your way into it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm getting ready to just continue to do a little bit more. But I start with it like this at my lower lumbar or sacral area. And I just work all the way up, and then I'll move my body in different positions. But that runs right along the vertebrae of the spine right there.
Does it matter if it's one side or the other?
It really doesn't. It all depends on where you have it on your spine, though.
Okay.
You can start with it here. This just won't feel too great on the sacral region, but start with it. Pull it right up to your buttocks right there. And I like just wedge it, and then just melt into it. You can hang out here. You can cross your arms. You can tuck the chin. Just do a little sit up and hold. Breathe. Relax. But I've never felt anything like this before. It really opens up my back. But I'm gonna try it on my upper back now with this ball. This is a little more intense. I'm gonna go right basically in between my shoulder blades. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna add this ball. Woo. Yeah, that when you stretch out, increases the intensity a little bit. Inhale back.
Yeah, I can see how that's relieve your tension for sure.
Yeah, you wanna try it?
That's pretty amazing, yeah.
There's another one over there, but you can try this one.
That one, did you watch it?
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah.
It looks pretty amazing.
Yeah, it really is. So start with the lower portions towards you. Yep, just like that. Turn around this way. And then take your index finger and thumb underneath it and just pull it in right to there. And go slow. Go slow. Breathe. 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 Don't let your hips come up. Breathe. Let the arms open. Rotate your shoulders out and open. Extra, yeah, or just like that. And breathe. Stay here for about 2 minutes. You can breathe. Just breathe into where you feel the tension. There you go. Slow, 5-second inhale. There you go. You can even bring the arms up overhead, but that's good right there. Yeah, let the shoulders open up. There you go. The head relax. Let the jaw relax. Let the shoulders relax. Let the hips relax. Let the legs relax. Big inhale. Empty the exhale. On an intensity scale, 0 to 10, 10 being the greatest amount of intensity, what would you say you're at? You think 9 or 10 still? Were you at a 10 when you first started?
I think maybe it's a little lower than 10.
Okay. Let's hang out till it gets to like a 6. But you can feel it starting to go down, right? You probably have years and years of just tension. I mean, even for someone like me that stretches a good bit, you know, this was the first time I did it. I mean, it was almost felt excruciating. But when I got up, I never felt any better. I mean, my hips felt loose, my back and shoulders and neck felt looser. It was almost like a.
Definitely getting better. Wow.
You feel your shoulders starting to relax a little bit. Where does it feel tighter at the top, middle, or at the bottom? Yeah, yeah. So good thing we started with it with the shorter ones at the bottom, because if we turned it around, you probably wouldn't have been able to stay in it for this long. We got about 1 minute left, and then all we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you. Just relax right there, but I'm gonna show you how to get out of this position safely.
Okay.
So you bring your arms in, but just you'll tuck your chin, and then you can use your arms. But I want you to push your back
Okay.
into the roller, and then once you get your arms, get your hands back underneath that roller where they started to push back up. All right, but hang out for about 30 more seconds right there.
You're absolutely right. It's intense at the beginning, but
Breathe through it, and you feel it start to release the tension. That's what it is. It's those muscles that are just super compressed. They're very, very tight. So this is, and especially those deep paraspinal muscles, they're very difficult to reach. Even as a manual, performance sports therapist, is very difficult for them to get in there unless they're using like an elbow or a knee or a heel. All right, so this is position 1. And then let's go ahead, tuck your chin, bring your thumbs behind where they started. There you go. And then push down into the ground and push your back into it as you sit up. Breathe. There you go. Okay. So I'll do that, and then I'll push it back maybe 2 inches, hold it in place, and then now I'm gonna work that middle back. The same thing. I rest here. Yep. And then once I come up, I'll work my way up. I'll push it back 2 more inches. Breathe as you go into it, and just let the head fall back. Let the shoulders open up. Yep, let the palms open up, shoulders open up. This is tight right there, I can tell. Breathe, 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 breathe. 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 Let the head relax. That middle back is tight now. You're right between the shoulder blades. Do you feel that tension? Yep. Do you sit at a desk a lot? Oh, that's what it is. So those muscles are constantly just being stretched forward. So this is reversing all of that sitting. I'll get mine in. Add my ball.
crazy how you just stay there longer.
Yep. About 2 yeah. I mean, and really.
Like at the beginning, you think you can only make it for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
Yeah. Your body, well, you start to relax. You start to find calm, right? And kind of that chaos of your mind saying, oh, alert, 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 alert. Right? And it's like, well, just breathe. Let's take control of what I can control. This isn't hurting me. I chose to just lay down on the ground. Nothing, crazy is going to happen. I can't fall here. So just sink into it. And we use the breath to sink a little bit deeper. In through the nose. Empty the exhale. You ever had like a sigh of relief? Just, like that? Try one of those exhales. Once you breathe in, just, Yeah, it goes a little bit deeper. Yeah, I needed this 10 years ago. That's right.
When I I saw you doing this, I'm like, man, it looks painful, but it looks like it'd be good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to, again, understand your spinal anatomy and where to place these. You don't really want to get too much side to side motion in,
Right.
but vertical is totally fine, or flexion extension is good,
Yeah.
because the spacing on these is just wide enough for you to just get those spinal erectors and assist in opening up that mid back, upper back, and low back. Yeah, it's feeling a lot better now. You start to feel the back just kind of sink into it. Let the lower back just relax. And then go ahead, bring your hands behind you, push your back, tuck your chin, push your back, push through the hands, use your arms, sit straight up. Woo! Take a deep breath.
That's amazing.
And then I'll do one more. You want to do one more?
Yeah.
Right at that upper back. So right between basically between the shoulder blades and then almost up to the neck.
Okay.
All right, so I'll find it, keep it in place right there. Start it right between that shoulder blade. And then I'm going to fall back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right there. Yep. And just let that back relax. But yeah, I try to do this at minimum now once a week for about, I may do 4 minutes at each position, at the end of my workout.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Or if you just had a stressful day or a stressful week, long flights, flying back and forth all the time, this is awesome to do because you can easily travel with it. You can put it in your carry-on bag even, and then just throw it down in your hotel room or your Airbnb or wherever you're staying. Oh, yeah. Oh. And then you can start, like I said, probably in a couple weeks of you doing this consistently, you can start to add in at your comfort level just some mobility. Big inhale through the nose.
Great back stretch.
Amazing, right? And you don't have to do anything but breathe. As long as you breathe, you're gonna be okay. Oh man, mine finally just opened up completely right there. Oh. Oh my gosh. All right, try to sit up. No hands now. No hands. No hands. Push your back into it. No hands. No arms. No arms. No arms. Push.
I'm Carlos, man.
Carlos, Blair Lane.
Blair Lane.
Blair Lane. Pleasure to meet you, Carlos. How'd that feel?
That's amazing.
Just.
That's exactly what I've been needing.
Oh, I'm glad you said something. There's one other. Have you see that other one over there? Do you know how to use that one?
No idea.
Do you got four minutes or so? Let me, because I'm gonna finish with that one. This one is, I call it the crocodile. It looks like the back of a crocodile, right? I don't know. I think they're about $70 online. But this right here, if you, again, low back, this releases the psoas and the hip flexors, so we lay on it.
Oh, okay.
Like this. So, put that there. And then I'll line this up. I'll find my hip bones, front of my hip bones, and I'm gonna go right inside of that. So, basically to the side of your belly button. Yes.
Like right there?
Yes. But up probably a little higher, right there. And then you're just gonna lay just like this. Get your yeah, go like this first. Yeah, yeah. So you gotta start just like this, and then over time you can start to fall down, sink into it, and then eventually and then try to, when you breathe here, try to breathe around that modular device. Does that feel just as intense as the back or less?
I would say the first time I did the back, it wasn't as intense as that.
Okay.
Maybe as the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's such a weird feeling because I've never had anything like that there before.
Mm-hmm.
And that just opens up the hips then, or?
Yeah, this one. Yeah. Or the first one or this second one?
This one.
Yeah, this one opens up your lower back. It is for the psoas. So the psoas is one of your hip flexor muscles that crosses the femur and the hip and attaches at your lumbar spine.
Okay.
So from sitting on a plane a lot, you spend time in that flexed position here. This is going to basically act as a wedge there, release that muscle, and just allow it to just basically function more optimally because it's been spending so much time in that shortened position. Right. So this is a great way. Sometimes it can release in about 90 seconds. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer. But typically 45 to 90 seconds is good. But again, if this was your first time doing it and you're in a good amount of, or suffer from chronic low back pain, you could spend I've done 20 minutes on this before.
Holy shit.
And I just breathe, and then I move, I'll move my body down, I'll move it up a little bit, and then I'll just lay down and just breathe into it until I feel my stomach basically turn into Play-Doh. Mm-hmm. It might start off feeling like concrete, and you can kind of, on this one, take the hips, and you can kind of...
Like move them around a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit to the left and right. Just basically take your heels, your feet, and just bring your feet like that. Yeah, and then that will move your femur. And then once you find a sweet spot, just lay down and...
It's really cool.
What would you say the intensity is on this one?
Now it's down. It's down to like a 2 maybe.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
When I first started, it was like an 8.
Do you think it can go? Can you move your body up just a little bit closer towards me, just a little bit before it hits your hip bones? Right there.
And it hurts a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. Just breathe in that. You can even add a reach. And try to breathe into that. Yeah, I am definitely sold on this product.
I've never seen anybody do this before.
Really?
When I saw you doing this, I was like...
See how you have your hands like this?
Yeah.
Just rotate like that to the side. Yeah, and then lay down right there. Yeah. So you can do a little bit of that too. And that you'll feel more on your left side.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And then, you can Stretch, and even, man, to take it one step further, try to reach this arm towards past your phone and past your bottle. Just reach right there. Yeah, and then breathe. There you go.
People don't do enough stretching. I know that.
Well, for me, it's they don't do enough of the right kind of stretching.
Right.
You know, for me, a lot of it all is stretching, but there's different components of stretching.
Mm-hmm.
This is a way to release and reset those muscles so they can go and be flexible. But if we spend all the time just shortening them or trying to strengthen them, they're going to lose some of that natural elasticity and the ability to just open, close, or flex, extend to their, optimal range. So this is a way to restore your optimal range in very little time. If you, can invest 20 minutes at least once a week to putting this on your back and putting this on your hips, you're going to be feeling and moving a whole heck of a lot better.
Oh, yeah, no. I really do feel better.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, next level. This one is great. Again, if you sit a lot.
I feel like I'm.
Yeah, you feel taller. Yeah, because your spine is decompressed.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely, Carlos.
This is awesome.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice
Do you work out here regularly? You do?
My kids and I signed up just about a month ago.
Okay, nice.
Now we come in here and checking it out and doing a lot of the sauna and the cold plunge.
Oh, I'm a bit. Yeah, I do a lot of that. I do a lot of that at least.
I'm gonna be going now next after just finishing working out. I go in there.
Yeah.
I do the sauna for about 10 minutes, cold plunge for about 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I let my body
Recover a little bit.
I give it about 10 minutes.
Hydrate.
And then, I drink a whole bottle of that. And then I go back to the sauna for about 10 minutes, back to the cold plunge, and then I don't even shower. I go home. And then my body adjusts on my way home. And then once I get home, then I'll take a shower. But it's interesting because after that cold plunge, after about 5 minutes, and I don't dry up or nothing. After about 5 minutes, you start shivering. And then after you're done shivering for like about 2 minutes, then you're normal. Yeah. Back to baseline. Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. I love to hear that, Carlos. That's a great routine. Did you just start that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Some YouTube videos, and I have a friend of mine who's got a cold plunge at his house.
Oh, nice.
And he was telling me his mom has Alzheimer's.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He told me that he puts his mom in the cold plunge every morning, literally before breakfast.
Yeah.
And he says that the days that she doesn't do the cold plunge, she forgets more things.
She's not as sharp.
She's not as sharp.
She doesn't have that mental clarity and the acuity that that cold can bring, for sure.
Yeah.
I believe that. There's probably research behind
it.
that.
Cold plunge, it's like the entire day is just great, remembering things.
Yeah, there's something about the cold and that cold immersion that I think biologically and physiologically is good for us to have those responses happen in our body and be able to adapt, to those circumstances and then recover. So that's good. I'm glad to hear that, Carlos. Feel a little bit better? Yeah. Do you ever stretch or anything in the sauna?
I do. I do exactly what you just did.
Yeah. So here, do that one, and then just up against, do some chest openers, or even so just rotating. So this is one of my favorites. You can just get your hip up against the wall and just open like that while you're in there, because that really worked on that flexion and extension here. You can just breathe. You might not even be able to twist this much. You might only be able to be here. All right, but here, try to hold, breathe for like 40 seconds, and then bring it back. Switch.
And do that while at the sauna then, huh?
Yeah. Just get a little activation in that upper back.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stretch it there.
Have fun, Carlos.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.